Hello, everybody. My name is Ponce, and welcome to another episode of Vast Cuisine Speed Building Mabrika. Today, we are going to be doing a couple of little apartment buildings right here. It's gonna be a long apartment building, and there's going to be a courtyard that separates it into two, while also maintaining some little alleyways in between each section of the building. So there is, I think, like six sections. I really can't remember right now, but well, there's four sections of building, and then each section has four units, so 16 apartments in total. Now, my idea with this building is after I was done with it, that maybe this would be like a nice little retirement community with limited residents, and yeah. So here we are situating the main, like the front of it, just getting like the facade situated. Now I knew I wanted to have a like a bit of an arch going over the middle, but as you can see, it took me a little getting there. Also trying to like connect it to the roof was kind of like a bit of a pain because I wasn't sure how I wanted to do the roof. But I think it came out nice. I really do think that it came out nice, and I'm very happy of the way that I did it. Um, Next video, I do actually have a sketch that I'm going to be sharing on the thing, just on some random paper I found. But yeah, and maybe I'll do like a little bit of a lore piece. Like maybe you'll tie it in with a Mabrika lore. Here I am just situating that main central corridor in between the units. Now my original idea was that it was just going to be this one little section. But then I was like, it's a brand new type of building. Might as well milk it as much as I can. Here I am situating the courtyard, kind of giving it a little bit of like a little bit of a castle vibe, I'd say. A castle vibe, I'd say. Here we are laying down the floor, just a simple oak floor with birch paneling and white terracotta walls, just to keep it very basic. I really didn't want to do anything too strenuous, and very nice, very nice. Here I am situating the ceiling, and here I am doing the windows. Now I am glad that I left a window closed like that, because it does add a little bit of, I guess, life to the city. Like I guess it does give a little bit of like character and stuff, seeing some buildings with closed shutters. And yeah, this apartment will have two bedrooms, one bathroom. So that's kind of why I'm like thinking more so that this would be like an old person, or maybe like a low income housing type situation. Definitely on the older side. Hence like the weird layout of this bathroom. And here I am situating the kitchen, just a simple little wall kitchenette. Had to get rid of that light because it was in the way of my hood. And it's been a minute since I did one of these. It's been a minute since I did a lot of stuff, but we're not going to talk about that right now. Here I am doing the first section of the building. I decided to leave the back windows open. Here I am leaving lights to the on the main corridor of the building. And here we are duping it over, and then this is what the building's gonna look like. So here I am duping it over. I thought I was gonna have two buildings, but then I was like, no, we're just gonna connect this main little courtyard and kind of create like another hallway almost. So here I am. I decided to give it like these chisel bookshelf tiles because I felt like they give like a light tile vibe, so I kind of wanted to continue that going with the building. Here I am just lowering those separation walls in between each section of the building. And here I am duping it over so I can extend it at least 2 more times. And here's the end result. So, we have the 4 sisters all bonded together at the hip, literally. And wanted to add a little bit of single story buildings too. I feel like a lot of these structures are in the 3-story, 4-story range, and I do have a couple like 2-story buildings, but I don't have many 1-story buildings. So I'm glad I was able to add some diversity to the layout of the city, add a little bit of a low end in the city skyline, well, at least this block skyline. And here we are in that central courtyard. I wanted to show how like extensive this courtyard is. There's the last building right there, and we're about to turn around, and that's the end of the corridor of this like little like breezeway, I guess. And here's the other side. And thank you guys so much for watching the past, present, and future. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. And please subscribe. I want to make it to 100 subscribers by the end of the year. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.